Louisiana beer reviews. Ommegang Hennepin Farmhouse Saison. This is 7.7% alcohol. I don't know when it was introduced. They don't say on the website. Must have been out for a while though. There's so many reviews for it, and the company was founded in '97, so I know it's not older than 1997. Brewed in New York, Cooperstown, New York, and owned by the Duvel Moutgart Company of Belgium. Just like Anheuser-Busch in the United States is owned by Belgian company InBev, this is owned by Belgians. Okay, 7.7% alcohol, like I said, 24 international bitterness units, so not too bitter. Pilsner and pale barley malts, Styrian Goldings hops, Spalter Select hops, and it's got flavors: coriander, sweet orange peel, ginger, and alligator pepper. It gets an outstanding score on Beer Advocate. The Bros say world class, their highest possible score. 97 out of 100 on Rate Beer, 95 out of 100 for the style, and an outstanding score on the Beer and Me, their second highest score. So this is a very, very highly scored beer. I bought this at Stein's Deli on Magazine Street, New Orleans. I've never had it before. Let's check it out. They have some Ommegang beers here in Laplace, but not this one. This is a living beer. It's bottle conditioned, so it's really gonna be foamy. There's a lot of smoke, a lot of smoke, a lot of smoke. Now, I'd like to stir up the yeast. They say don't, but some people don't like the yeast chunks, but I don't mind. All right, a thin, I think it would be thicker if you had a narrow brim glass, but a fairly thin root beer like Whitehead, and a lemon yellow appearance with lots of streaming bubbles. Yeah. Man, that is so, it looks kind of like Duvel, really. Let's go with the, oh, it's so hot out here. It's going to be about 95 today. It's almost about 11:30 right now. The aroma, the sun is at a 85-degree angle. The aroma is sweet and kind of lemony, really. Spiced, and you get that, the bread or cracker or biscuit or something, I don't know. It just smells like these saisons. If you like a rich, fruity, sweet, sugary smelling beer, you'll probably like this. The taste. It's sweet, it's fruity, it's lemony, it's citrusy, it's bready, it's biscuity, it's malty, it's somewhat bitter, but not much. The mouthfeel is mostly, it's between light and medium, but almost medium. So we'll just say medium and prickly with the carbonation. And the finish is champagne-like dry. It's pretty refreshing. You don't really pick up the 7.7% alcohol. You really do not. Whereas if you were drinking an 8%, just a little bit higher, an 8% Old English 800, you'd pick up that alcohol, partner. And it does have sort of that grain husk like you would get with the Old English 800, but this is a much, well, I mean, it's a much better beer, but it's a much different beer. I'm not going to say I don't enjoy the Old English 800 High Gravity. I do. This is just a gourmet beer, whereas that's an inner city high volume session beer. Let's put it to you like that. Got to lift my feet up because I'm barefoot and I got ants biting me. I always say this, I don't always say it, but I always wonder this. What would it taste like without all the spices? Would it just be dull? I mean, they got to be adding the spices for something, right? But I would like to try a stripped down version of all these spiced Belgian-style ales. They ought to have that. The non-enhanced version. The acoustic version, not the electrified version. Okay, oh, that is pretty cloudy. Well, it is what it is. It's spice, so I'm gonna grade it as it is. And it's not expensive by any stretch of the imagination. I think the bottle was only like $2 and something, and for an exquisite beer like this, that's not high. I give it an A. I'm not gonna say outstanding and all that. I mean, I've tasted a lot of stuff like this because I'm spoiled. But anyway, the minimum would, oh, there's a lot of sediment. I'm gonna see if I can swish that around. I didn't leave enough liquid in here. I think the minimum score you could give it, the lowest possible score, would be a most excellent in A. So that would be the low ball. That's a low ball rating, is an A, most excellent. And you could make the argument for A plus. I could go along with that. But it's delightful. It's wonderful. It's hot out here. And if you see it, buy it and try it. Oh man, that really added some cloudiness to it. You see that? That swishing is a good idea if you like the yeast. There's no chunks though. It's just a cloud of milt. And I'm gonna end this review by saying, y'all, laissez les bon temps rouler, divine, wonderful. And I'm gonna end this review by saying, y'all come on down to southeastern Louisiana.